Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to European Universalis 4 with Novgorod and friends. So, last time we beat Oirat, got some land for Kazakh, and we're straight back in to fight Sabir and Uzbek and Oirat. So the plan now will be, I want all of Sabir. They're co-belligerate so I can occupy them. Uzbek will be given back the lands to Kazakh. I will then integrate Kazakh. I won't get all their cores, I don't think, because actually I would rather them not be too disloyal or be too long to integrate. But we'll see. I may end up feeding them all their cores. For now I'm not bothered about this. We've got particularist provinces, we've got 2 rebel stacks. My 1k is just about to finish the Norwegian sieging. Great Horde separatists. So yeah, let's take this out. Take up the other fortified province of Zlataust. My subjects will come along and de-siege the other crappy little provinces. Sabir is 58%. We'll grab Manpower and True Faith provinces next. And also, by the by, yes, I'm aware that I'll probably want a trade company. Everything says no need to convert stuff. But, you know, it's still nice to have. Also, it gives me a CB for, like, 0 dip cost places everywhere. It's just all useful. As mentioned, though, the Manpower and True Faith is also nice. So it's not like religious is nowadays used for only one thing. Yeah, sure, the Deus Volt's one of the strongest CBs in the game, but culture conversions has always been there anyway, but you get the idea. Prestige from converting, the manpower, like, and also religious plus trade, missionary strength and goods produced. Yeah, please, I'll take the goods produced. It's kind of why this is going to be a trade quantity as the next 2 ideas. It all feeds in. So I'm going to keep my money. I'm not taking Defender of the Faith. Loans can be repaid, but I'm not fussed. Let's give this province here a marketplace. And I'd like to gain more Republican tradition, sure. And lose corruption. Because corruption's actually a little bit of a problem. Not like a big one, just a teensy-weensy one. Quite frankly. And what's this? Kazakh separatists. Haha! They're just going to go around and just deal with everyone. Nice. So, ducats or just patriarch authority. Quite frankly, it gives me missionary strength and manpower modifier. Yeah, and unrest, sure. So yeah, you can see that's actually pretty beneficial. Let's grab this. And I'm still claiming Zabir. How about no? Next up should really be a claim on the U. And you didn't join even though I co-belligerated Sabir. That's interesting. It's probably because I put them in a bad money situation. And they lost the desire to join. Would be a guess. Not the solution, just a guess. Lose admin or gain prestige. Yeah. Poland's going to eat up the Livonian Order, that's fine. I'll be sorting them out in due time anyway. Poland, that is, not Livonian necessarily. I need a new icon. So let's sort that out. I think I'd like to continue this national unrest. Icon of Elusa. But manpower is starting to become a little bit of an issue again, so let's go with the discipline. Also help by combat effectiveness as it is. Let's go sit in Odiev. Well, you know, what was the Odievian land. Well, Uzbek is suffering somewhat heavily, which is great to see. I also have pretender rebels that are holding the siege for me. Awesome. That's going to save me some merc stuff. Excellent. Let's repay a loan. I'll probably be fighting the guy as it is. They have cores that Kazakh want. I'd probably take the cores. I'd probably press their claims, but take the land for myself. And I can fight Muscovy again in 7 years, which will be the time I also want to start working towards colonialism. I'm going to have to dev colonialism. Or, of course, let it spread naturally. But really the option is the other one. Quite honestly, just dev it, get it out of the way. Takes forever to spread. If you're not the one who discovered it, or near Iberia. Because let's face it, 9 times out of 10 it goes to Iberia rather than England or such. Let's also go to Aksari. I also need to... I didn't even annex Sibir. Oops. Let's deal with that. That's fine by me. So next group. Streltsy now demand less targets on every new ruler. Reduce the reinforced speed by 10% for Streltsy when using equipped Streltsy interaction. Nah, not really fussed. Unlock privileges for nobility which affect our infantry and cavalry. Nah, not really fussed. The established Streltsy might be taken just because of a bigger Streltsy force size. And it's a kind of... I like to take the unique stuff, so I might actually take established Streltsy. Just move things along for the fun of it. So this, of course, will also go to Kazakh. Oh, I need to see what Nagai do, because my guy is sitting on some Kazakhi land. And what's that? Khorasani separatists. Hold on. Khorasani separatists for Isfahan are sitting over here in Varyagansk. Sure. Also, hello, Isfahan. That's a nice flag you got there. And they have basic national traditions. Yuck. However, Yazbi on the map is nice to see. It's a sight for sore eyes. So yeah, Sabir can be taken. Khorasan's out, which is why the war score is looking far better. Makes sense. I think what I might end up doing is piecing out Uzbek and just taking what I've currently got, and then seeing what happens with the guy, and react. Go for like a knee-jerk reaction style. So, Spit, first off, will... That's yours as well, is it? Strange. Okay, you know what? It's there, so I'll take it. Let's not click on Uzbek though. We want to do it via here. You do not demand my annexation because length of 4. Can't peace off, etc, whatever. But there. War leader has unconditionally surrendered, so we'll take your land regardless. Thank you. Let's maybe wait for war exhaustion to be cheaper. To make the cause cheaper. Then, with your unconditional, yeah, Nagai has done a thing. Denmark is no longer a valid rival because reasons. Give you this. Can I just like full annex you? Usyurt. Oh, no, I can't full annex you is the answer. You have one province over there. I can just as damn it. As close as damn it. Do it though. Astrakhan. Take this province that they have a permaclaim on. And we have 6 more years until I can fight Muscovy. I can fight Poland and Lithuania as and when I please. Wrong map. I kind of want Oirat next, I suppose. Kazakh's kind of sieging down my land for me, thank you. So the next logical step would be fighting Great Horde for the Astrakhan cause. But I am probably going to have to deal with the Ottomans here. Who are a tech ahead of me. Nope, we're the same tech. Anyway, Sweden. I can attack. They're allied to Austria and Pomerania. They're allied to Austria. Yuck. I mean, they often ally Austria, but in this campaign that is kind of a yuck. Not gonna lie. I don't think the higher developed colonies will really do any use because I won't hit Tech 10 till next stage. I think your next one would be... Let's go adapted combat terrain. Screw it, we're fine. So, with that, I can repay a loan. How's the missions going? Scandinavian Port Authority. That's right, I need to sort out this. Danzig or war? Scotland are only allied with England? Would they be vassalized? Like, diplomatically speaking. Distance between borders. If I took out distance between borders, Scotland would be vassalizable. Maybe, just maybe. This is a potential war. Wow! That general's good. So we now have Kasim separatists in... Where's Kasimov? Somewhere around here. And as per my units, we're 1 over force limit. Who cares? Let's reduce autonomy everywhere. Get some extra income, get some extra manpower, get the force limit so I'm not over, you know, all of the above. Very helpful, very nice. Click, 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 click. I'll leave the ones that say increase the autonomy. Everywhere will revolt. I know I said I wanted to maybe give all the land to Nichny then integrate them, but I might just integrate Nichny as they are and give the Muscovite land to myself. I'm still not sold on that. Maybe I integrate Nichny anyway, release Yaroslav, and Yaroslav takes the remainder. Either way, this feels appropriate. In 2 years' time? If I pay off Finland's debt, enforce religion, and placate them a couple times. There we go. I have now completed the interaction for enforcing religion, which is for the Age of Reformation. Handy. We'll be flying in with a +1 to the what's it called again? This button, Splendor. There we go, Splendor. Isn't that like a sweetener make in the US as well, Splendor? Something like that. I don't know. I just seem to recall hearing it. And because that never actually finished the D-Siege on this province. Why? Good thing I just noticed, because otherwise that might have actually broke free for Khorasan, which would be humorous. Also, yikes, I'm quite a bit over governing capacity, aren't I? Gonna need that Tech 8 soon enough, which is exactly +100. When I form Russia, we don't get changed to an empire? Fixed to empire rank, yep. Nice. So we actually will change to empire rank. Good. It's very helpful. We'll send the mercs here, the regulars over here. Let's seize land. Oh, I was expecting a fight. Nice. We'll be out of bad crown land yet. So yeah, next integration will be Nichny. Great Horde don't have any allies. And we fight them next year. Nice. What I don't like is this. Ottoman Lower Don. This is not a nation I want to have to worry about too much. But they will be taking my trade. As mentioned, I do want everything that funnels into the White Sea. So Kazan, Novgorod, Kiev, I want the stuff that feeds out of Novgorod as well. So Baltic Sea I want. North Sea just to stop trade from leaving White Sea. Crimea. Constantinople doesn't matter, but it does funnel out of Crimea, so might be a thing. Persia, Samarkand, Siberia, Yumen, Jan, Beijing, Lhasa, all of that. That's just all going to be mine. This will be another blobby campaign. Which is why currently is considering going back and finishing the Dowerseer campaign. Because that's just going to be a tool campaign, with the exception of having to form Arabia, which they've changed the conditions of since King of Kings. It used to just be have certain parts of the Arabia region as provinces. I remember it used to be a really easy formable. But then, of course, they've added DLC since I last played to form Arabia back in 2015 or whatever. Yep, it's been about that long because I formed it once and then decided to never form it again. But of course, with the updates, it's probably going to be worth to form Arabia now, which is why I want to do that campaign. Desert Power and the other one. Sworn Fealty or whatever. Oh, didn't I say Finland is the next potential annex, actually? Finland first. Then Nichny. Then Kazakh, then Astrakhan, I think. Or something like that. If I go sit on Odiev with my mercs, that should stop them. Then what's this Novgorodian Particularist about? One province has 15, and the rest have just got nothing. Effectively, because I could just put on the Rebel Stomp and be fine. Crimea's completely normal, like in their borders, nothing's changed. Actually, yes it has. They normally have No, this is Mandrago normally, which is owned by Gennaro at 1444. It does start with a Crimean core though. Let's keep the good guy rolling. Give me the points. So I'll be able to get tech... Ooh, I might be able to get tech 9 before I decide to go for colonialism. Not entirely sold on that either way. There's my Great Horde truce. Let's take the thing here. I might need these claims, you see, so I'm just going to leave the Oirat spy. Okay, wonderful stuff. Thanks for that game. Make me re-elect, who's the new guy, and then they just die immediately. That was an event for removing Republican tradition, let's say. That's a shame. Luckily I have got plutocratic ideas, so all works out in the end. Reclaim core of the eponymous nation of the eponymous province. I'll be feeding all of this to Ashtkhan though. And then we have 2 cores to take from the Ottomans. For Ashtkhan, if I so desire. Or I can just take it later, either or. Ottomans right now have kind of crappy allies, but they've got 65k troops. Nothing to be sniffed at. Or indeed sneezed at. This has been bugging me for the longest time. Looking good. And let's say ignorance is bliss. I'm going to be getting a lot of prestige either way, so I'm fine with that. Then Novgorod has barracks, you say. Neva does need a dock. Actually, taking that mission will remind me. Very helpful. So yeah, I'm not going to feed Finland anymore, that's why I'm just integrating them. Easy peasy. The Novgorod name must stretch. And apparently the particularists must rise. This is going to hurt them. Yeah, look at the differences. 1.7 morale difference. I have the full front line with extra cavalry. They once again have insufficient support, which still leads me to believe that the front row's cavalry ratio is... Okay, yeah. I think it needs basically nothing in horses for it to not give insufficient support. There we go. There's Great Horde. Both there is Great Horde and there was Great Horde. Very nice. And Permian separatists over in, you guessed it. Let's give this land to Astrakhan, which puts them second on the integration list actually after Finland now. Rather than Nizhny. Nizhny can just continue to get bigger. Astrakhan will be the next integration. Now Muscovy is no longer a valid rival. My arse. Bet you they turn around and say they're a valid rival again in a minute. And yeah, Neva and Ingermanland will have docks. Let's have the Ottomans as a rival. And maybe I remove Austria. If I put on, say, England. If I put on, say, France. France. Our rival. I know I spent dip points to do that, but just maybe I could ally Austria, who can then help me with the Ottomans. Just for complete, like, just for complete destruction. Zetai Kozen, but you know, I might not even need Austria by the time that I actually get myself up and running here. I'm not exactly a weak nation right now, am I? I'm just underperforming versus the Ottomans. It's not like I'm dire. So 3 more years and I can fight Muscovy. Yeah, I don't think I want to fight Poland right now. However, taking some of their land would be lovely. Oh, great! They formed Pomerania. Good job, Wildgast. So they need... Pomerania needs... I think they've got everything they'd need to form Prussia. It requires X amount of provinces in East Prussia, though, I think. They might need Memel and Vormia. Probably also Shitno over here. Shitno? Apologies. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I do. That was terrible pronunciation. It sounded more like I was saying a word for poop. Mission failed. So where'd be the next direction of expansion? Probably... I mean, here's kind of nice. As long as Austria... Ooh. So that's as long as Austria doesn't join in on their side. But I can ally Austria, get them into a war with, say, the Ottomans, then declare war on Sweden while we're at war with the Ottomans. Either way, we now have developed Neves ports, giving me extra sailors and shipping time, etc. Claim on Riga. Conquest against Riga, who is in the Empire now. The very strong Emperor. I could have done that earlier. That was not a very well formulated thought, was it? Oh well, that's fine. Not begrudging it. It will just halt my missions. Danzig or war. Till the end of the... Novgorod gets Novgorod the Great. Dev cost. But that sounds like the province of Novgorod, not the nation of Novgorod. If it's the nation of Novgorod, then heck. But let's test it. I'm going to call this province Novi Govi... Hold on. Novi Govirod, right? Just bear with me a second. I know it's cursed. There you go. It's the province itself. Not the nation of Novgorod. That's the only problem with having a nation which has a province name. You look at it and think, oh, they talk about the nation. And then you rename the capital and you go, oh. So yeah. I'm not bothered too much about this mission then. We don't need to fulfill Novi Govirod the Great because Novgorod having dev costs and whatever, nice but not necessary. I've almost defeated Muscovy, which will then give me claims on the Ryazan area. I can't wait. Then for 20 years, yearly prestige and Republican tradition. Okay. Thinking about it, I can piecemeal Muscovy. So I should declare war on Muscovy, take Skov. Let's do it with this. So we fight Muscovy, take Skov first, and then whatever we need to defeat the Rurikoviches, and then just like piecemeal the final provinces. 136. So maybe I keep the truce timer short. I fight Skov, as in, sorry, I get all of Skov land. Then I take whatever I can of Muscovy to put them under 100 to reduce the truce timer, and then get the full 100 in the next war. Maybe put them down to say 80% as an insurance. Let's do this. Also, we're nearly at colonialism, so I'm going to have to save my points now. Let's also get my missionaries to do their thing. That could work. I could see that being effective. And Circassia want to gain this. You're welcome. Now I think I have enough relations with Austria for them to accept an alliance. And as for Oirat, I no longer, well, I still need claims actually because we don't have religious CB yet. I can still remember when they had to nerf religious. This idea, Deus Vult, was originally number 1. Then they moved it to I think 3rd or 4th, and then they just went, screw it, it's still too strong, and moved it straight to the back. And it's still a very strong one to get anyway. So I think at the end of the day, it didn't matter where they put it in the tree. They just decided at the end would be best for balance purposes. There's colonialism, and I think I want to make... I might even make Archangels the source of colonialism for me. 11 devs is not a bad amount to go off. Or Moscow. Maybe I'll make Moscow my colonialism province. I mean, it's iron. It's a trade centre. Yeah, okay, I'll make it Muscovy. That's fine. No skin off my nose. As mentioned, next year will be the time I can fight Muscovy again. We're only allied with Nogai. I'd love stability back. Then maybe I co-belligerate Nogai. That'd put me against Transoxiana. Do I want to just make a giant co-belligerent like tree, or do I just... I could just do this. Retake your cause, fight Nogai here. Huh. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm still sort of in the mentality of wanting to take up Muscovy first. But Transoxiana can give me back Kazak's cause. Then I'll integrate Kazakh later. I think. For now, I just want the points. I'll just let the points go up. And I'm undecided as whether I want to take Tech 9. Let's try to relieve the admin and Diplo burden by focusing Mill for the colonialism. But to do that, I'd want to first dev in Dip and admin, so it saves the points there. You'll see, it'll make sense. Ottomans now officially rival me. You find like, is that Padua? Verona. Ferrara's done well for himself as well. And Naples did end up being a junior partner of Castile, so France lost. France has just taken small L's here and there in this campaign, they're not big at all. I'm bigger than them. Let's remove diplomat from Austria, even though actually let's put one back in. You're my ally now. Let's curry favours. They can help me against the Ottomans, and I'll just fight the Ottomans for whatever I want. Which honestly is all their land, but you know, baby steps. Baby steps. December 1501? I should have been drilling all this time. Didn't realise it was that late. I thought it was early in the year. Oh well. Fine by me. Orachoni Shibe. So Orachoni Shibe, which is like here, and Jiangzhou. That's a big Jiangzhou. They must have won some wars against Haishi. Very certain this is a Haishi province. Somewhere down the line. I know there's Yehe in here, but like, I was going to talk about the province I could see. And Cossacks, cool. There we go. I now suffer no debuffs for Crown Land, which is kind of nice. I'm not bothered about absolutism in this campaign either, but this is looking good. My subjects can help me de-siege this land. Hopefully. Maybe that will be when I declare war on Muscovy. If I don't clear it up first. And I'd rather just ease the tension first. Again, Austria will be at war with the Ottomans with me. I can then thumb in a war against Sweden. At some point during said war. And look at that, I'm also up to 8th on the score list. That's cool. So let's start to think about developing Moscow. So encourage development, good stuff. Like I say, I'm going to try and slam through it with Mill for the most part. Mogul separatists. Sure. Just hit me with them just a couple months before I declare war on Muscovy, that's fine. Also, Skov no longer have access through me, so they just deleted their units. Or they moved them. Take your pick. The more likely solution is that they just moved them. Okay, so Muscovy attack. I think I decided I didn't want to co-belligerate them in the end. Also, you have cores on this? Nice. I'm still just going to make it regular conquest CP, don't get me wrong. So yeah, I'm not co-belligerating the guy. Because I'm going to refight them anyway. Which I know sounds silly, but let's do it this way. I'd rather make Transoxiana the pure recipient of that war. I can just take half parts from the guy if needs be. I might have a core or two from Kazakh I can take. I think I need to reset my candidates for a while, which is a shame. Let's deal with Muscovy. Or Nogai first. Let's go Nogai first. The Mercs are coming down, so it makes more sense. And I'll just gain prestige there. Looks like I'll also need to afford some more artillery. Just a smidge. Let's summon the Diet. And have an army equal to France. I'd rather have a workshop in Moscow right now. Because the iron's going to be making me some moolah once I get a few more bird clicks. Let's also press a button I very rarely press. Sortie. I should have waited an extra couple days, but you know what? It still worked out. And the new general is pretty good. Less siege, but really good on combat. So maybe I keep the siege one on and help with Yaroslav. And that's nice. Nizhny Novgorod are attacking the defeated Muscovite units. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm going to have one core from Kazakh, it seems. The rest of it's Kazakh's permaclaims, because Kazakh gets permaclaims like everywhere. They have cores everywhere and they get claims everywhere. They're just like a super vassal. But you have to be careful when you have a super vassal, because if you super feed them, they get super angry. Is what it is. Anyway, I have gone way over time on this episode, so let's cut this one here. Yeah, catch you in the next one. Peace.